Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of September. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are doing well. This is a reading for any sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius. We're going to take a look at the cards. We'll get a sense of the awareness or the big ideas for the week, guidance, and possible outcomes. I will also choose a few oracle cards for additional information. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we have the Chariot, Major Arcana. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Chariot, this is a very cool illustration. And we see the horses traveling along the path, and the charioteer is in complete control. And that's really an important thing to think about, is that you are in complete control of your life. You hold the reins in your hand, and you have the mastery, you have the skill, and you have that internal drive or willpower to move forward on your goals, on your hopes, on your dreams, on your plans. And so with the Chariot, we get a sense of things are moving forward. There's movement. Some of it, maybe you might feel it's picking up, the pace is picking up, but you're certainly on your way. And if you continue to keep control, and if you are able to continue to successfully navigate the bumps, the rocks in the path, whatever it may be that can kind of take us off path, even the desires of the black and white horse, maybe they want to go in different directions. You have to be able to handle those things. If you're able to handle those things, then you'll have success. You will have victory. You will be able to reach your goal, however small or how large or significant within your life. And with this Chariot success and this movement forward, you begin to develop and to really build confidence. So today, to access your confidence, to be in charge, to take charge, to make sure you know where you're pulling those reins and how you're moving the Chariot and yourself downward, down towards your goals. So with this sense of movement and being in control and taking care of either the daily tasks or the assignments or what the obligations that you need to do in order to become successful, here's the Two of Pentacles. And with twos, we're often looking at decisions to be made. The Two of Pentacles concerns our resources, money, time, energy, finances, the debts that we carry, the commitments that we have with our personal lives, with our professional lives. How do we prioritize? How do we make it work for us without dropping any of the things that we have going in the air? So often with the Two of Pentacles, I get a sense that you have a lot going on, and that you're trying to find a way to handle it, to cope with it, to deal with it. And so it just takes some thought. And if you need to, if you have concerns or if you have things coming up with respect to money, you may be trying to figure out some side jobs or other ways of generating income. If you are overextended, then it's up to you to be able to pull it back a bit. But you get the sense that there's a lot going on. You're very active. You have here and there and everywhere. And particularly with the Chariot rolling along as well. So the really nice thing to see, in addition to the Chariot, is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, we see this beautiful large pentacle, and below it, like this little gateway, the little secret door open, the opening. I won't call it a door, it's an opening. And the Ace of Pentacles is a card of promise, really, of potential, of the universe saying, this can be yours if you are smart, if you are planning, if you are working hard toward implementing your goals of making things happen in your life. If you listen to good advice, all of the common sense, grounded type of actions kind of get squished into the pentacle mindset, which is hard work, devotion, eye on the task, eye on accomplishing it. So this is about finding prosperity and abundance. Not only money abundance, but abundance within your relationships, your health, your spirituality. It's a card of happiness, of building the firm foundation of all aspects of your life. And it's the potential. It's certainly not a given. It is, what are you going to do in order to get there? How are you going to nurture your plan or water the plants to get them to grow? So it just seems that you have a lot going on, but you are making progress, and that you really do have good possibilities. Now, on a literal level with the Ace of Pentacles, sometimes it could be finding money. And the perfect Ace of Pentacles story, last week I was at the grocery store, and I walked into the elevator, like of a couple people. I was the first one to walk in. There was a $10 bill on the floor. So, I turned it in because I thought that could be someone needed that $10 for the week. That could have meant a lot to them. So I just, found money. But it always interesting. It was the first thing that came to mind was, oh, wow, that's kind of like an Ace of Pentacles, a small little Ace of Pentacles moment. But really, the big idea for the Ace of Pentacles is related to your actions and your work and your vision and your plan and your groundedness and making it real and making it happen. So let's take a look at the numbers of what we have. We have 7, and 2 is 9, and 1 is 10, and 10 reduces to 1. 1 is about new beginnings. It's about leadership. Leadership here. It's about being original, being inspired. Perhaps some inspiration there as well. And so now I'm going to choose an oracle card. We'll get an affirmation for the day, something to think about. Rest. So the idea of rest. And when we're active, when we're really busy, when we are hard driving and hard moving toward our goals, we sometimes let rest disappear. We don't focus on it because we're so mindful of trying to get to that end line. And that if we just took a moment to rest, it allows us to recover, to restore, and to come back even stronger and perhaps a little fresher. And, that restored feeling brings about a different energy versus a tired energy. So when you have a lot going on and you feel really active, try to incorporate 15 minutes of rest or doing something passive or still for yourself. So this is what I have for you for the day. I hope that you found something helpful here with this reading. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, or comment. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.